So the heavily armed policemen that surrounded the Magodo estate since yesterday have now been withdrawn from the estate. Recall that since morning today, the Magodo estate gate was locked, nobody is going in and nobody is coming out. So many people have been wondering what was their reason why the heavily armed policemen surrounded the estate since yesterday, and why were the buildings at that estate marked for demolition. So this is a long-term problem. It did not start now. Residents of Magodo, a Lagos suburb, and the Adeyiga family, they reignited their hostilities yesterday. The gate of the Shangisha estate off CMD road was locked as of 4 a.m. That's on Wednesday today. Nobody could either come in or go out. Commercial activities were paralyzed. Members of Adeyiga family, armed with a Supreme Court judgment, have asked the house owners to vacate the land. The people claim that the real owners of the place, they are the Adeyiga family, and the Supreme Court has given them the certificate of occupancy. They have won the case in the court, so they came back to claim the land which belongs to their own. No matter the structure that is raised on that land, despite the amount used to raise them, is none of their business. They are out to demolish whatsoever structure that is raised on their land and to claim their own land. But people are saying that it might be difficult for them to get, seeing that the land was sold to the residents, to the occupants of that place by the Lagos state government. Residents complain that the family has threatened to pull down the houses with bulldozers. Being a Lagos state acquired land, the landlords claim that they have certificates of occupancy from the Lagos state government, and that's why it's going to be difficult for the Adeyiga family to claim this land, seeing that the stakeholders that are involved in this property, they are big men. On Tuesday night, when the crisis broke out yesterday, following the insistence of the family to retrieve its vast land, it took the chairman of Ikosi Sheri Council to restore order. There was pandemonium as residents resisted the attempt to eject them. So many people claim that the Supreme Court ruled that 549 plots of land inside Magodo estate were illegitimately sold to the current owners by Lagos state government years ago, and that those plots of land should now revert back to the rightful owners, the Shangisha Landlords Association. So the Shangisha Landlords Association, they are the ones that showed up yesterday to claim their lands. They brought bulldozers to clear any house on their lands. They were stopped at the gate and prevented from coming in. So today, because they still want to gain access into the estate, the owners of the estate, the occupants of that estate, they locked all the gates in the estate. Nobody was able to go in and nobody was able to go out. It's just like those residents at Magodo estate. It's just like they are under a siege. Since morning, that place has been locked, and in fact, if you watch the video, you see people standing by the gate. So based on the report I've got so far, the heavily armed policemen have been able to leave the place, and I think law and order have been restored at that Magodo estate, because it almost led to a fight. People almost started fighting because, assuming you own a house at Magodo estate, and assuming you are a landlord and you are making huge amount of money, you know how much it costs you to raise a property, to build a house, to raise a structure at Magodo estate, and all of a sudden you are hearing that the Lagos state government that you bought the land from is not the rightful owner. The Adeyiga family, the Shangisha landlord, they are the owner of the Magodo estate, and they are coming to destroy your building, your structure, and you are going to get nothing. That is, you go to another place. So it's quite funny. So many people believe that what the Adeyiga family or the Shangisha landlord, what they need is just a cash out. They are going to be compensated, but for them to come there and demolish all the buildings at that estate and start building their own house or whatsoever is going to be difficult, because this has to do with the Lagos state government. If it's a private organization or just maybe elite or some big men who bought those places from other people and all of that, it would have been easy for them to recover the land. But this has to do with the Lagos state government. That was why since yesterday the Lagos government did not comment on anything. They did not wade in, they did not say anything. But right now the Lagos state government have intervened, and I think that's the reason why the heavily armed policemen were able to leave the place. And the Lagos State government, through the Ikosi Sheri LUCDA chairman, apologized to residents and assured that the governor, that's Governor Samuel, is committed to resolving the issues quickly, and I believe it's going to be resolved as soon as possible, because since morning that place has been locked and people have not been able to go in or come out. Business activities were halted. Whatsoever thing that used to go on in that estate, was halted this morning. So what do you think that the Adeiga families or the Shangisha landlords should do if they actually wants to claim this property or claim this land? Because many people believe that it's going to be difficult for them to get it, seeing that the stakeholders that are involved are big men. I mean, men that are well to do, like a controversial woman who is Kemi said that Simi and Adekunle go, they are even living in that Magodo estate. So many others, so many big men and women are living in that and they own properties at that Magodo estate. So it's not something that these people, the Shangisha landlords, will just come all of a sudden and destroy the place and start building their own. So many wonderful buildings were raised, even is still standing at that Magodo estate now, and you cannot just come all of a sudden. Like before, I was thinking, okay, some buildings there, we are not good, or some of the structures that were raised there, they are not good. But I didn't know it's just something that has to do with a land that was, sold out by the Lagos State government, and the owners, rightful owners, are coming now to claim it. But it's not going to be easy for them to achieve that, because someone was saying that what the Lagos State government is going to do is that they're going to do it as something like a town planning something to make the people not to even ever claim the land again. So what I think, and so many others think, is this: the owners of that Magodo is the rightful owners, that's these members of Adeiga family. What they need to do is just to go and meet the state government for compensation. The land has already been sold out by the Lagos State government, so it's almost impossible for them to recover. So guys, I would like you to air your own opinion. What do you think that these Adeiga families need to do to claim their so-called land or property, seeing that so many structures have already been raised, and this has to do with the state government and just the Adeiga family? Do you think that they could ever claim their property? As this is not the first time this issue is brewing up, this is not the first time their hostility is being reignited. I don't know whether they will still come up maybe next year or next 2 years for their land, but as it stands now, it's almost impossible for them to get their property back. Thank you guys.